Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever this message may find you. It's your girl, Cheese Louise, back with another message. How are you? How are you doing? I just wanted to get on here and relay a quick message to the ladies and fellas as well, because y'all might be doing these things and don't realize that you're doing them. But a majority of you all do know you're doing them. Alright, so this is in the way. I don't know how to get it. Not in the way. Anyway, so how can I word this so it's clear? I like to land communication. That is highly important to me. I find that communicating with men is very challenging. I don't know if there's any ladies out there that experience the same thing, but I find that I'll say something and I think I'm being abundantly clear. I think I'm being clear. And for some reason that communication doesn't land in there, and whomever the male figure is, they're not able to understand what I'm saying. So I don't know. And I know that they don't understand because damn, this shit is not. I know they don't understand because of their actions that follow. Or not even, it could just be simple, me working with my fellow friend guys. It's just if I be like, hey, do you need anything else? And they no, everything, yeah, I got everything. And then you get there and it's oh, no, I need this. And it's but I just asked you that. And you said you didn't need anything. So it's confusing. But this is no secret. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus, right? And I think that men, well, this is just a message to the women and the men. Men think in their minds, right? They think they know what women want, right? And instead of them paying attention, because they're always most of them are dealing with multiple women, whether it's platonic or if it's romantic, they are dealing with several different women energies. And whether they have had sex with them or not, there's still something that lies there dormant, because when you spend enough time with the opposite sex, feelings begin to develop. May they be, you don't know. It just becomes deeper. Just say like that. The situation can get deep if you spend enough time with the opposite sex, period. And especially if that person is always there for you, or they're always coming through for you in real life situations, and they're showing, a consistent respect for you, right? It's that's the actions. Those are a series of actions that result in, developing deeper feelings and a deeper love and a deeper care. Again, some people aren't. They may be platonic, but it doesn't take away from the importance of that person and what they mean to you. Because to me, it's bigger than sex. You remember in that movie, what's the movie? Not The Family That Prays. It's a Tyler Perry movie. Good Deeds. And you remember, he was doing stuff for her nice, the girl that worked for him, giving her stuff. I think he gave her somewhere to live, something like that. But there was a deeper connection that they shared that was, it was without words. There was no words that were said. It was just a feeling that was there. And they had never had sex. They had never done anything. But there was this strong connection. Like, strong. So, anyway, I said that to say, men, right? Men that may be shooting to develop a relationship with a woman, right? They think, and a lot of them, they want to develop relationships, of course, for their reasons, whatever, because they see you fitting into their lives and making their lives better, or they see you as a good fit for what they say that they want, right, out of a woman. Now, I find that men will do grand gestures or small gestures, and they think that those gestures are everything. That's it. That's all they need, because the majority of women, and I've heard this growing up. Like, I've heard this growing up a lot, where it's like, I don't care what he do as long as he pay my bills, or I don't care what he can do what he want to do as long as he coming up off that bread, or he looking out for me, or whatever, right? Now, I can say there are a handful of women that think like that, and even those, I question deep down, do they have a different feeling deep down? But honestly, most women, like valuable women that value themselves, man, they're not going for that shit. What works for that one, the next majority of the women, it's not gonna work for a good handful of us. Like, man, we don't want. I repeat, we don't want no breadcrumb shit. Like, you don't get to come to the table with a cupcake when I deserve a motherfucking wedding cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to do that. And then you don't get to do these little cupcake gestures, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you want to do Marquise Diamond gestures, if you're doing that, don't be like, oh, well, I did this so I could do what I want to do. I pay all her bills, so she need to do this. No, like, that's the wrong way of thinking that we have adopted. Like, that's not okay. Like, you don't get to say that. At the end of the day, a woman is going to jump, roll, hop, skip, whatever the fuck you want her to do, after you've learned that particular woman and figured out what makes her tick. And ladies, don't be sitting there being fooled by no fucking little cupcake. Like, oh, he did so good, he gave me a cupcake. Like, no, nigga, what the fuck? You deserve a whole cake. All he did was buy a bunch of cupcakes and give them out to everybody. You're not special. You got a cupcake. She got a cupcake. Old girl over here got a cupcake. Like, that don't make you, you know what I'm saying? That don't make it VVS. That don't make it special. Very, very special, when everybody's going to get that same treatment anyway. This is what they do. And a lot of them do it not because of you and because you're special. They do it because that's what they like to do to make them feel good. A lot of men, most men want to feel like men. And they feel like men by being able to do the things that they feel is macho or manly, or like if like a lot of women, like the valued women, we have a way of demasculating men, in which we need to find a balance with that. But I do believe that with the help of a solid man and a solid woman working together, you can create that atmosphere where there is no demasculinity. There is just only, equal give and take conversations that are going to get to the root causes of how someone's feeling. Like, these things can take place, but it takes two people that are on the same page, that want to get to the bottom of it, want to be honest about their feelings, and come to the table with their hands up. When you come into the table with one hand behind your back, or you got some shit in your pocket, or some shit up your sleeve, like that shit ain't gonna get nowhere. That relationship is doomed, okay? Like that, and that could be, again, platonic or romantic. It's doomed, because there needs to be conversations that need to be had, because when you're combining two worlds together, it's very challenging, because there's a lot of misunderstandings, because everybody thinks different, everybody moves differently, and there's no way of knowing unless you do what? Communicate. And then when you do communicate, it can't be no shit that a motherfucker just saying, oh, that because it sound good. It got to be a heartfelt conversation where that person, those two people, felt like they really were able to make headway and get understanding. Because it's not about, you doing grand gestures all the time. It's really not. Like, that shit is like cherries on top. That's not what you do to get the person to be solid with you. Like, you get people to be solid with you by being solid. And if you're not that, then, and then a lot of people don't appreciate you. Off gate, I'm gonna tell you, this goes out to all my solid people, may you be a man or a woman. If you are being solid with people and being honest or putting things on the table, whatever, you're being 100%. You're coming to the table with your hands up, with nothing being hidden. Like, right? You gotta just keep in mind, like, how can I relate this? You gotta keep in mind that everybody's not solid, and everybody's not gonna come to the table with their hands up, and you gotta know the difference. And you have to also know that when they are doing that, that means that you need to step away from the table, because that ain't the table you're supposed to be sitting at. That ain't the table that deserves all of that, authenticity. It doesn't. You can't sit here like on what you call Forrest Gump. Yeah, you can't sit over here, because you're not willing to you're not bringing nothing but some fake shit. And when you come over there listen, when they come in fake, you gotta step away from the table. That's just the bottom line. You have to go to the table where that person is also willing to come and, really set it up. They not forgetting pieces. Like, the table needs to be fully set. And a lot of us are coming to the table with all of our stuff ready to set it, and people like, oh, hold on, I gotta go to the store, I forgot. And you like, what? Like, and then you be left to feel funny and a little like you're missing something, like there's pieces missing, and who wants that? So I know this for a fact, ladies. Men will come to the store, buy everybody red bottoms, pass them out, and whoever's gonna be, they like, yeah, I'm keeping her on the team. Okay, the other one, she mad. Okay, she too much. Take off, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows. She knows that you do this with everybody. You know what I'm saying? She knows that she deserves the whole motherfucking shoe store, not just one pair. Okay, she don't want one cupcake. You know what I'm saying? And for any and ladies, for any man, if that's too much for them to get them for you to get the whole cake, that ain't for you anyway. Now, if you don't mind settling for cupcakes, then fine. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't it. Because like I said, they do that with everybody. And a lot of men, like, this is another bottom line that I'm just gonna throw out there and I'm out. This is facts. If you're the one, ladies, the man cannot be without you. If he can't, he's gonna do whatever it takes. He's gonna be like, oh no, okay, she don't want this. He gonna know. Not only is he gonna take the time to understand who you are, what makes you tick, what all that. Not only is he gonna take the time out to do that, but he's also going to make sure, and when I say make sure, that he does whatever it takes for you to be in his life, because he has to have you in his life. If he can live without you, then he gonna continue to bring cupcakes, and you, as long as you accept that shit, he gonna bring it. He gonna breadcrumb you. He gonna give you Monday and Tuesday, and then give Shelly and Sarah the other days. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he wants their energy too. And until a man don't want nobody energy but yours, then that's it. You gonna get cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And I want y'all to really think about that, because you need to understand what your worth is. And once you understand what your worth is, and that goes for men too, because there's a lot of men out here that don't know their worth. And there's a lot of men that are getting breadcrumbed by women. There's a lot of women that don't know how to be with one man as well. And they juggle. And it's something in them that are broken. It's not you. It's not like, oh, you're not good enough. No, it's something with them where they need to have multiple people around them to validate them and make them feel this certain type of way about themselves. When they can't do it without these other people. So they have to have these other people. And so they just pass out cupcakes and red bottoms and shit. And they be like, yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you want somebody who needs to feel like the man through doing those things? That ain't it, okay? Till next time, I wish you peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy them all.